Okay, hey guys, so I'm gonna show you how I got this beautiful fluffy Bantu knot out in 4 hours only. So I started off with clean hair. I washed my hair in 6 sections, and what you guys see is me taking out the last braid to the last section. The only 2 products I use are coconut oil, and I'll get to the other product later when I'm applying it. But I just get that coconut oil all in my hair from root to ends. And this will just help when it comes to sealing in the moisture, since I am using the blow dryer and I have like a little cheap $20 blow dryer from the beauty supply store. I detangle my hair in the shower. I'll put the card to the video where I show you how I detangle my hair in the shower. But I'm just stretching out my hair. I'm not using a detangling tool to detangle it while I'm blow drying it. It's already been detangled from me washing my hair. And I'm just using my hands to stretch my hair down while the blow dryer blows the air in order to stretch it. It doesn't take much time, and it's pretty detangled and easily stretched. So that's how I'm basically prepping my hair for this Bantu knot out. So I'm going to separate a small section, ignore my silliness, and then I'm going to use some Gorilla Snot gel. I know it has a disgusting name, and I'm not even using like a dime-sized amount. It's more like a booger of Gorilla Snot, ew, right? And then after I apply the gel, I twist it down about 3 inches and then wrap it around itself, then twist down another 3 inch, wrap around itself, and I keep continuing this method until the ends of my hair can wrap around the base of the Bantu knot. If you do this correctly, you won't need a bobby pin or a rubber band to keep the Bantu knots secure. They'll just stay secure on their own. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that initial twist of the first 3 inches that is close to your scalp. You don't want a loose Bantu knot out because it makes a difference in how the style looks when you take it out. So I do not ever sleep in my Bantu knots just because they're very uncomfortable to sleep in, and this is why it's a style that I'll do during the day, and it only take 4 hours to let it set with this method. So like I said, there's usually, if I part my hair into 6 sections and I do each section individually, I usually did about 3 Bantu knots per section. And as I said before, this is the last section of 6. And I'm going to show you guys one last time my method. I use a little bit of Gorilla Snot. Then I twist it 3 inches down, get it very close to my scalp, wrap it around, twist another 3 inches down, wrap it around, then twist another 3 inches down and wrap it around. And you want it to be tight because that's really the security, to where you won't need to use rubber bands or bobby pins to keep the Bantu knots in place. And in total, from blow drying to Bantu knotting, this probably took me about 45 minutes to an hour to set. And because you blow dry it to stretch it, you really only need about 3 hours for it to be secure. So now I'm gonna move into not quite an everyday makeup look because it's a little bit extra than an everyday makeup look, but if you don't want to see me do my makeup, you might want to skip a lot further ahead into this video. But I just figured, why not? A lot of times, like, makeup goes with hair and hair goes with makeup. Like, I don't really like when my makeup's done but my hair's not really done, or when my hair looks amazing and I just don't have anything on my face. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But yeah, so I start off by concealing under my eye, above my lip, and underneath my cheekbones with LA Girl's Pro HD concealer in the color Toffee. Then I take the color Dark Cocoa and put that in my dimple area and also underneath my cheekbones as well. And then I blend that all out. When I get to blending the area underneath my eye, I have a lot of puffiness under my eye, And I find that powder really helps to kind of like camouflage that. So I blend it with the powder. I'm using Collab's powder. It's a pretty good powder, but I really just picked it up spontaneously. Like, I'm the same way with makeup sometimes that I can be with hair products. I just use what I can get. There are like so many other things I'm so specific about when it comes to makeup products and hair products. I just don't have the energy to do that. And people are always shocked by how I do my eyebrows. So I use a regular dollar beauty supply store black pencil, like not even dark brown, black. But the hair on my eyebrow, well, all of my hair is very dark, so it works. And what I do, I try to use a light hand and just make hair-like strokes, shaping my eyebrow the way that I want it to be shaped. You guys will see that it actually comes out a little bit too dark, and I'll show you what I do to kind of amend that problem when that pops up. But I find that this kind of helps me have like natural looking brows. I don't really like the whole pomade kind of like painted on brow look. I like my eyebrows to have some texture to it, so this is how I do my eyebrows. And then I use this brush. You know, we all know what kind of brush it is, but of course I bought it to be an edge brush and an eyebrow brush, to kind of like blend out some of the spots that are kind of like light. Then I put the same color of concealer that I use under my eye, above my lip, and under my cheekbones to shape and define my eyebrow arch. As you can see, that eyebrow that I'm blending under right there, it's a little harsh, and I'm going to show you what I do when sometimes I make it a little harsh. That can happen a lot when you use a pencil. So I just took a piece of tissue and I'm literally just dabbing it to lift some of the color out of it, and it just solves it for me. But as I said, like, I like my eyebrows to have some texture. I don't want them to look unnatural. Like, I want them to look bushy and kind of thick and the way that they look. So this is how I do my eyebrows, and I really like it. For shadow, I usually use this palette that I literally got from the dollar store, and it's a very easy kind of go-to shadow palette for me because it has like a lot of nudes and also dark colors. And I'm just filling in my above crease with that color that was a little bit darker than my skin complexion. And then I go in with a darker shade, which is almost gone, and I put that in my crease to just kind of create a little bit of a shadowy effect. And this is like my go-to eyeshadow if I just don't want to take a lot of time doing an eyeshadow look. I'll just do this. And later when I do my highlight, I fill in my lid with the same highlight that I use on my cheekbones. I get underneath my eye as well. As I said, like, I like a very shadowy effect, and I actually use the same pencil that I do my eyebrows with to line my eyes, just because I like when pencil eyeliner bleeds. I don't know, that sounds so very grunge of me, but it really doesn't look grunge when I wear it. But I just like that look. For lips, I'm just doing a pink gloss with a dark brown liner, and then I go in with a pink matte lipstick on my inner lips. I have pretty thick lips and I still overline, so what? And this is the pink lipstick, and I'm just going to put that on my inner lips to just kind of create even more of a plumping effect, because I like my lips plump. Love those features they tried to teach you to hate. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And y'all are gonna see, like, I'm in the comfort of my home. I'm borderline a nudist. I was not about to come out of my towel just because I was recording it. A towel is, to me, very decent. I'm not nude. Y'all aren't seeing my body. Anyway, so as I said, I use that same pencil to line my eyes, and I do the half end of my top lid, and then I line underneath my eye. But I never usually line the front half of my top lid. It's usually just the ends. No, I'm not poking myself in the eye. So yeah, my face is coming together. Look at that. Okay, yes, face. Then I use a little bit of a highlight crayon in the corner of my eye. Yes, we like the highlight. We love to see it. Okay, pretty. So now I'm about to go in with my highlighter. I put it above my cheekbones. I also put it underneath my eyebrow, right underneath my arch. And the thing about like doing your own makeup and learning your face, you don't have to do what everyone else does. Like, I feel like I've been doing my makeup long enough to where I know certain things that I like to do. I'm putting it on my lid, and I'm also going to put it on the side of the bridge of my nose. And to the point that I was just making, like, a lot of people, they like their highlighter right in the middle of their nose and right on the tip. That's something that I never did. I never liked the way that it looked on me, but I do put it on the side of the bridge of my nose and on the side tips of my nose, and I just prefer that, so it's all about figuring out what you feel the most confident looking like and wearing. It's not so much just doing what somebody else does and expecting to look as good as they look with that certain method. If I followed a lot of makeup tutorials that did things a very cliche way, my makeup wouldn't really work as well as I think it works for me when I do it the ways that I like it, So now I'm just doing the last step of applying lashes. Lashes are such a funny thing. Usually I like individual lashes, but lately I've been wearing strips. I was so ugly that the camera fell. So now I'm taking the bantu knots out. It's been 3 hours, and after I take them all out, I let my hair sit usually for 20 minutes if I have time, just because I find that the hair is still drying and moisture still leaving your hair. As soon as you take those knots out, the hair pretty much feels dry. It's like more than 95% dry, but my hair is just so strange when it comes to like air and water. Like, it literally just, my hair is strange. So you'll see what I mean exactly by that. After 20 minutes, my hair in the back definitely had some poofiness. You see that? And that's just from, being out. So one side was more poofy than the other, and I think that's because that was the side that I did last. But either way, I kind of prefer it that way because it adds to the volume, and I like very voluminous hair. So I separate to no end. Like, I separate a lot, and that's why I didn't kind of skip and cut out me separating my hair. I included the entire time me separating my hair, even though it's sped up, just so you guys see literally like how much separation I do. A lot of people will do set styles that they saw on a tutorial and wonder why when they took their hair out it looked nowhere close to the person who was giving the tutorial. And a big part of that a lot of time is just the fact that the time wasn't spent separating. And some people use a pick to fluff their roots. This is something that I've never done. I just spend the time separating, and it works for me, is all I can say. So I'm still separating, and you have to understand that this video is sped up like times 2 or times 3. So a significant amount of time is being spent making sure that my hair is voluminous and not too clumped. Okay, so my hair is just about separated. The last step is to brush my edges the way that I would like them to go. And let me know if you guys have other styles that you would like to see on my hair. My hair is still recovering from damage. I have about 40% healthy hair from my roots, and then everything else down to my ends was damaged last year. I think I deleted the video where I explained that though. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.